So good morning everyone. Thank you for joining. Everyone said that it has been raining and also Saturday morning, all these things. So thanks Atul for a great introduction about CNCF and F5. So today my name is Debjyoti and I'll be speaking about this AI agent. I'll be showing you one tool called Kagent or Kagent, whatever you call it. And it's basically on the Kubernetes cluster. So I'll try to show you something on the Kubernetes cluster, how we can use this AI agent and all. So this is the uh, demo talk which I'll be giving, and this is the first slide. So uh, this is brief about me. So I'm having around 11 years of experience in IT. I started my career as Windows administration basically, and then I moved to DevOps, and now I am working in InfraCloud, which is an improving company now, but I work on for one of the giant fintech Indian company, and I have been managing on-prem Kubernetes clusters for them. So on-prem Kubernetes cluster is little bit different from the cloud version. So a lot of tasks we do, and we do feel that if something like AI agent can be implemented, that will be great for us. So actually, when I started my career and when I think today, that time, let's say we need to create a user in Windows, and for that we do a lot of manual steps. There is a ticket someone will raise, and we go to the server console, log in into the DC, and then create a user manually. So and if I get any error that point of time, there was no ChatGPT that point of time to Google it, or I mean Google was there but no ChatGPT. So a lot of I used to feel bad about it. But now when I see this agents, AI agents, so those kind of tasks probably it will take 5 seconds now to do it. So that is what the transition has been from that point of time. If you talk about 10 years back, okay. So this is a brief agenda of today's talk. So I'll be just discussing about what is AI agent and a little bit about what is AI, and then what is Kagent, and then how Kagent and Kubernetes are integrating, and then I'll be showing you one demo. Okay. Okay. So how many of you are aware about AI and AI agent? So is there a confusion like what is the difference between AI and AI agents? I think there is a bit confusion, right? Like what is AI and how it is different between the AI agents. So let's take a simple example of ChatGPT or Gemini, which we all have been using. So basically, what is ChatGPT? It's a chat application which is running on the GPT. So GPT is a LLM model created by OpenAI. So same like GPT, we have Gemini from Google, right? So now you might be confusing what is LLM and what is AI here. So basically LLM is the type of AI. So it's a large language model which understand simple English and communicate with us, and it is trained with the huge data set of everything. So if you think about ChatGPT, and let's other companies might be having some chatbots on them, so which will be trained on their own data. So if we ask something about it, it will give us the answer. And if we are not satisfied with it, we'll again ask them something, and again like that there will be kind of a loop, right? So this is basically traditional chatbots or AI tools or things like ChatGPT works, right? But there is something missing. Let's say today, let's take an example, a very practical example, and probably which all of us are looking for it. So let's say today after the CNCF meetup, most of us will open LinkedIn and post about the event, right? So how we are going to do that? We collect these points, what has been discussed, and then probably we use some ChatGPT kind of tool and give it, okay, write a LinkedIn post for me, right? Is it relatable? When you are posting it, please tag me and CNCF also. Do not forget, my name is Debjyoti. Okay, so now let's say you write the post using ChatGPT or any other Gemini or something, but does it have capabilities to log in into your LinkedIn and post on behalf of you? No, right? So that is something is missing. So that's the idea of AI agent is coming here. So when you have a tool or something which can do the actual work on behalf of you using LLM, that is something we can call AI agent in very short. Okay, so now let's take a technical example. Let's say you are troubleshooting some CI/CD pipeline issues or Kubernetes issues or anything, any infra-related issues, and you are not aware, maybe not aware about the error. So what do? We copy the log, we tell ChatGPT that this is the context, and we paste that log, right? ChatGPT do some research or thinking, whatever you call it, and then it give us some output like, okay, you try this or you try that. Again, we go back, we execute that command or we do something with that, right? So maybe that time also it cannot succeed, it gave me some other error. Maybe one error got fixed and we got another error, right? So again, we go back to ChatGPT, say that, okay, I have performed this and I am getting this error now. So there is a loop kind of thing, or back and forth. We'll be going to the LLMs, we give whatever we are getting, and it like that we'll try to fix the issue. Is it relatable with all of you? I mean, I have been doing that. I'm not sure. I'm very lazy engineer, so I have been doing that. I'm not sure about others. I use ChatGPT a lot in my work. But what I am doing here, or what will be very good for me, that if that particular agent kind of thing can actually talk with my system and do the things on behalf of me, right? Here I am someone who is executing, I am driving, I am talking with the LLM, and I am performing the steps. So from there, the concept of AI agent comes. Let's say someone sitting on your system, maybe something like GitHub Copilot, which people are using, and then it is actually doing the task for you, it is triaging the issues or troubleshooting the issues for you. So to do that, there are basic blocks on AI agent. So if you take this example, right? So what is ChatGPT or any LLM? It has a LLM. With that, what we need? Basically, we need something called tools, right? So that that particular LLM can integrate with your system and do the work for you. So obviously, if it is a Kubernetes cluster, it should have your access to your Kubernetes cluster. If you are triaging something on GitLab pipeline, let's say some CI/CD pipeline is failing, so obviously it needs access, or there is something which connects that LLM with your actual system. So that is something we call tools. So probably these are API calls, mostly these are API calls. So we have API, obviously we'll be having LLM, we'll have these tools, and then we need this memory because to remember the context, right? So if you have seen that when we are doing ChatGPT or something, it remembers that what we are talking. If it forgets every time, we have to give it the context. So memory is again a very important part of any AI agents. And obviously there is another part which is called orchestrator. So let's say what is orchestrator here? Let's say when I am doing ChatGPT or I am using anything, so I am instructing, I am controlling the loop. Okay, if I am satisfied with the answer, then only I am closing the loop. But if a agent has to work properly, there will be someone or someone is needed who understand and also understand is the issue is really fixed. If it is not fixed, then again it goes back to LLM and ask it. And also it should know that which tool to call. An AI agent might have multiple tools, so it should understand, okay, if this problem is coming, then which tool should I call? So basically AI agent will have this 4 blocks. LLM is an important part, tools, memory and orchestration, right? Okay, now we'll be talking about this Kagent or Kagent, whatever you call it. So basically it's a open source tool. It is created by solo.io and it's in a sandbox environment. It is not very reliable as of now, but something worth trying, at least your Minikube cluster or maybe some POC kind of things. So this is open source and I'll show you a little bit about it. So this Kagent basically will be running on your Kubernetes cluster. So if you install Kagent from Helm, you can using Helm and you will be seeing 3 or 5 pods running there. It will have some CRDs and there is something called model context. So in that model context, you can use any LLM of your choice. You can use OpenAI, you can use let's say Gemini. So Gemini is free, so I have done the demo using Gemini, and whoever wants to try, they can use Gemini if you really don't want to spend some money on that. So I'll be showing how we can integrate Gemini also on that. So basically this Kagent will have 3, if we talk about this Kagent architecture. So in the framework portion, you see there are 3 things mainly. So one is CLI, one is controller, So basically one is app, one is the Kagent main engine, and another is the UI. So UI is used for, it has a dashboard which you can probably by doing kubectl port forward you can get it, and you can do all the tasks there. The engine written on Python, so it is basically who controls the loop, and controller is basically Kagent gives us some CRDs. Basically it has some by default agents, so you really no need to build agent first. You can use their inbuilt agents, so they will be having K8 agent, they can have Helm agent, they have Argo CD agent. So inside Kubernetes cluster, if you want to use something specifically, so you can use their by default agents. And then there is another important things called tools. So let's say if I want my agent to run in my Kubernetes cluster, so it can, if I want to get the instruction how many namespaces are there or how many pods are there, or if I want to check the logs or Helm or anything, so obviously there should be some system which understand these commands, right? So Kagent give us this tool. So if we are trying to build our own agents, then we can use these tools, or else there are by default tools also there, ready-made tools to use it. And one more thing, so this Kagent is actually expanding. You can use MCP servers also, you can use agent-to-agent protocols also. So I think a great point of AI agent, someone who wants to try AI agents, right? So we have a very good session we'll be having on LangChain. So you can create your own agent using LangChain. Or else there are tools like AutoGen and N8N. N8N is all the way automation tool. So you can use N8N also. So the example I told about LinkedIn post, right? So actually a lot of people are doing that. They have an agent probably running on N8N, and they are searching whatever the trending topics using one agent, and then another agent is creating a post out of it, and another agent, and then using tool it is posting on LinkedIn. So this is a good point of the start if someone wants to get started with creating their own agent. So N8N is a good thing, and Kagent obviously you can install in your Kubernetes cluster if someone wants to get started, because I think LangChain and MCP, these are a little bit complex to start with, right? So by that, let's see the demo. To see the demo, I'll be showing you one video, because the setting up this thing and running it in the Minikube cluster, it needs many things. So it has to call to my LLM, and we need a API tokens are there. Let's say if it is generating too much responses, right? So the limit of my Gemini gets expired, and a lot of issues might come. So I do not want it to take the risk. So I have recorded a very good demo video. So let's come to my cluster now. Okay, so did you get an idea about Kagent now, or AI agent, little bit? Any doubts? Or are you good to understand what is the difference between at least an AI assistant or AI chatbot and a AI agent? Is it clear now? I think I made a sense, and you should be able to understand.
Good morning.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello?
Hi, Debjyoti. This is Maulik here. I have a couple of questions. So,
Sorry.
Can you raise your question, sir? So we'll take
Hello.
questions at the end.
Okay, fine.
What are you saying?
So we have some questions that we'll take at the end, but zoom it. The text to
How to? That is highest. I think this is good. This is good, right? Visible now? Okay, so basically I have a Minikube cluster running on my system. I have installed Kagent, so let's see it. These pods are in crash loop back, but mainly 3 pods will be running. I mean, one pod, it will have 3 containers. One is app, one is UI, and another is controller, as I said you. And it will create some of the CIDs also. So if someone wants to try this out, so this is basically the steps which you can follow. You can just get the Helm chart, directly install the Helm chart. I have been using this 3.19 version because this works with Gemini basically. And then you install the Kagent main component. Okay. Is it better now? Better now, right? Yeah, so first you need to download the CRDs. So you can simply use the Kagent Helm chart. They have a very good website, and if you want to read more about it, you can go to that Google Kagent and you get a very good website. You can read about tools, about the tool and the agents, whatnot. So first we need to install the CRDs and then we install the Kagent. Try to install this version only, 3.19. They have latest version which is more than 4 and it has some MCP tool integration as well, but it doesn't work really well with the Gemini. So if someone is want to try it out with Gemini, it can use. And here you have to create a secret and give your API key. So if your whatever API key you are using, you use it, right? If it is OpenAI key, then it's very easy. But for Gemini, we have to define a model context as well. And then you create a secret with the tool, okay? And then probably once you install it first time, your pods will go to crash loop back because it will not be able to connect to the API key first go. So that's why after you create the secret, you create this object called model config. And in this model config, you see, I have been using this Gemini 2.5 Pro. You can use whatever model you want to use. And then the URL and it will obviously refer to the secret which you have created. And then you just do rollout restart and hopefully you will see the Kagent pods running and you just port forward the port 80 to get the dashboard. So any doubt on this installation part? Anyway, you can contact me also if you are getting any error later. So this is a very easy installation step. You can just have your Minikube. Try it on Minikube because I tried it on Kind. And in Kind, it gets some network connectivity issue. It gets timeout when it tries to connect to the LLM. So better to try it on Minikube, and if you are getting any issue, you can reach out to me in LinkedIn. Okay. So I will be showing you one video how it actually works. It is very interesting. Okay, so this is something I have recorded few days back only. So if you see the same cluster, I mean I cannot zoom it, but it's the same cluster which I have been showing you. So if you see, this is the Kagent setup and I did a port forward to my 80, right? And this is in the right side, this is how the dashboard looks like. Okay, so these are the by default agent it is having. So I started using K8 as agent which is by default. And let's see how it works. So I just see first whatever I have in my cluster. So if you see, I had this namespaces, right? And then I asked it, can you tell me how many namespaces I have? So it takes a bit time. That's why I trying to skip this. So you see, whatever namespaces I was having in my cluster, it replicated the same. So this is how it is happening because it already having the information of my cluster, right? So the tools you can see on the right side, it uses those tools to get pods, get logs, whatever we are using, right? Now I have created another namespace called test manually. Have you noticed that? So here I have created a namespace called test to test my Kagent will it give me the right information after that? But interestingly, as AI is not that much reliable, and probably you have heard of one AI agent has deleted some production database few days back. So that's why I did not skip this video to show you what is the advantage if you think of trying it on your cluster or something. So you see, after creating the test database also, it did not answer me that test is there. Are you seeing it? So then I have to specifically tell him that go back and check again. Probably it answered from his memory or something which I don't understand. So these are drawbacks, or I should not say drawback, but still these are the challenges we might be facing. So I have specifically told him that I have created another namespace, go back and check and tell me. Now you see, it says you are correct. There is another namespace called test. Okay, so I'll make it quick. Now I have asked him that can you delete the namespace for me. So still now it is just getting the information. You can call it read only. No writing. Although I should not ask it to delete it, but for this demo I have done it. That go and delete. So it is showing me that deleting namespace is a destructive action. It is asking for me to reconfirm. So that is a good thing which I have observed about this tool. It is not going and deleting. It is telling me that are you sure to delete it. So I said yes, delete it. So it has deleted it, and then it has told me that okay, now you have go back to that 6 namespaces. Then a little bit complex task. I have asked it to can you deploy a simple Nginx pod. I am not writing any YAMLs here. I am just telling go back and deploy Nginx pod for me. And I have also asked it to create a node port service. Do not create a by default service, create a node port service for it. Right? So obviously it takes time to think and it give me the YAML. So same thing ChatGPT can also do. If we do ChatGPT, it will give me the YAML. But I have to go back, save this file and apply it. That's the difference again, just to make it clear. So it is asking me that create this file and apply it on yourself. It do not want to apply itself. But I said it that you go and deploy it. That you go and deploy it. I am okay with that. So it takes some time. I got an error. I had to reload the browser. And I asked him, have you deployed last time? Okay. So this is how it gave me reply, that I have created this Nginx pod deployment and I have created this Nginx service, and it also sees the current state. When you ask it to create something, it only doesn't create it, it will also check. Let's say it created it and it will keep checking if the pod is coming to running or not. If it is the pod is not coming to running state, it will wait for it and it will tell you, okay, this is what is happening. So if you can read out that I have created this and in the default namespace and the pod is in running state and it's ready. And then it is trying to get the Nginx service also. So it gave me the reply that this is the node port and this is the cluster IP and this is how it got deployed. And this is the response it has given me checking in the cluster. So I'll just take 2 more minutes. I'll show you another advanced cases. So this is just deploying, but what about troubleshooting? It should do some troubleshooting for me also, right? So let's see this video. So what I did basically, the same service, I have gone back and manually edited the selector. So my pod selector was Nginx and my service selector was also Nginx. So I manually edited. Here you can see the pod. So I have manually edited, I have given some random values to the selector so that the service doesn't get connected with the pod. And my intention was to ask agent, can you resolve this? Can you find out the issue and resolve this? I am not telling what I have done it. Right, so let's see this. Okay, so here you can see I'm editing the selector of the service. So this was the running Nginx, and I have edited the service, and I told him that I did some changes, but now I am not able to browse the Nginx pod from my browser. So can you check it and troubleshoot? So it says, okay, first let me get the information. So it started checking the Nginx existing deployment and the service for it. And I asked him that, have you found anything? So this is how it gave me reply that is not set with app Nginx A. If you can see on the above, I was edited that selected to, instead of Nginx I have added one X. So it has found out that the selector of the pod and the selector of service is not same. It is different, and for me to browse it, it should get the same selector. So then it has patched the service and corrected it to the Nginx. And then it did describe, also it found there is no endpoint, skip that part. So it has mainly corrected my issue, and it only applied that service, right? So this is how actually it works. It will help you to troubleshoot any issues you have. And it also did a curl. It has created a pod, normal pod, to check the connectivity on behalf of me. It tried to access the service, and once it says that, okay, now I am able to connect, then it says that, yeah, it is running. So if you see it, I just tried to edit the service again, and earlier here the selector app was Nginx S, which I was edited, and it has reverted to the working version. So this is basically about the demo. You can try out many things. Let's say now this is not a proper approach. Now some of you, if you are thinking that how you can make it advanced level, so I have seen a demo where it works with your Argo CD as well. Let's say there is change on Argo CD, it actually can go to and create a pull request for you in your Argo CD. So that is a very exciting thing if someone wants to try out. And yeah, thanks for listening. So this was basically the small demo about it. Hope you have liked it. And we'll be taking questions later. That depends on the tool. Yeah, thanks for listening. Hope I made a sense and you can really go back and try out. Two things, try it on Minikube. Just use Gemini if you really don't want to spend some money on it. And use this 3.19 version. Do not use the updated whatever they have. It is still editing. They are changing every day. So try to use this. If you are getting any error, you can obviously connect me on the LinkedIn. I'll try to resolve your error. Yeah, thanks.